All right, good morning, everyone. Can I please have a quick sound check? If you can hear the sound, and also if you can see the screen, and can you please
All
type a
right, good
one?
morning, everyone. Can I please have a quick sound check?
Okay. All right, everyone. So, welcome to the Trade Out Loud Trading Room, and welcome, YouTubers, to this is actually the second time in my life when I'm doing a YouTube live. So, I really appreciate you guys coming out here and spending a little bit of time getting the prep work done for the open. For those of you that do not know me, my name is Anka Metcalf, and I'm the CEO and founder of TradeOutLoud.com, which is a trading education company that is specialized in educating individuals how to day trade and swing trade the futures market. And we put our money where our mouth is, and we also trade live in our live trading room. And we wanted to give you a sneak peek of how we do things in the trading room, and we're going to ease in with the pre-market game plan. So welcome everyone, and I would like to get started first with something that is very interesting, and I am going to go ahead and project a different screen right now. So have a little bit of patience, be in between these switches. So okay, just give me a quick heads up if you guys can see the other screen. Okay, perfect. All right, so what I'm just about to do right now, I am going to let you in on yesterday's um, market analysis for Nasdaq, and Nasdaq is what we traded, and we banked about 150 points out of this index. And I'm going to show you exactly how the pre-plan came into completion yesterday. It was a swing trade, and let's get started with that first. Let me see if I know how to work everything out here. So I hope the sound is going to be okay. It was a swing trade, and let's get started with that first. Price confirmation to the upside. All right, so I know how to work everything out now. So I hope the sound is good. Oops, it's not working out that great. There's double sound. I don't know how to make it, so it doesn't have the double sound, but I would like you to go to this very page on YouTube and take a look at our analysis from yesterday morning, and you could see here we were long into the 10,000 into the 10,600. Not only that, we went through the first target of 10,670, 669, actually 75. We also went through 700, and you're going to see the chart right now. So this is from yesterday morning, 24 hours ago. And then you can see my cursor right here. It went very close to this 10,766, right? So 10,000, it actually printed at 58.75 or something like that. So this is where we trailed. We talked about this caution right here into this chop zone that is created from this prior price action. So this was the area where we took our profits. All right. So with that being said, let's get started with a request, a special request, and this is from Jody and DAX analysis. Now, keep in mind, I do not have availability to trade DAX. So I'm going to go to investing.com website and try to make the best out of this charting. So you will probably see a chart in just a few moments. All right, here it is. You can see the chart right now. Okay. So when you learn how to trade, you can basically, trade any chart on the planet, whether it is coffee or whether it is Apple or Bitcoin or the DAX. It really doesn't matter. The fundamentals are there. And if you're having the technicals, definitely it's no different. So what I'm seeing in the DAX right now, we're having the pullback in the DAX. We have 3 days of consolidation, and within these 3 days of consolidation, the price has been resting right now and testing this minor support level, which is a huge confluence level of support into this 20 SMA, into the 12,777. You're having the 20 SMA, plus you're having prior pivot high right here, which are creating minor support for current price action. So I would be very I would be very careful around this area. This doesn't necessarily mean like it's going to be a short right off the bat. From the monthly perspective, you could see that the monthly is again, I'm sorry, this is not the monthly. This is, hold on a second. Okay, here we go. This is the monthly. Like I said, not very familiar with this kind of charting, but I wanted to make it available for you guys. All right, so this is a special request. So again, the monthly still looks very bullish, very similar to what we have in the Dow here in the US. And it triggered a continuation to the upside. So it's still trading on monster support right here, even from 2008. So that's why I'm saying like it'll be very hard to short this. You definitely need to look for more price evidence. From the weekly perspective, we've triggered a little bit lower. So yes, we can go a little bit lower, but this is just a pullback phase. And I'm seeing here that the next support level is going to be into the 12,659. So if you should have an intraday type of setup that promotes shorting with a tighter stop, obviously, than what we have here on the weekly chart, you could possibly have continuation into the first target level into the 12,650 zone. If this area is going to be breached, then you may have a continuation lower into the 12,535. Further continuation into the 12,431 and back into this 10 EMA. And now for the quick action plan for it, you can see that right now you're also trading right above this 200 simple moving average, which is giving it a little bit of pressure for the upside. So here's the game plan that I would like to see for this index. Definitely, I would like to see it bullish above 12,932, 933. Definitely this is going to be bullish above. It's going to be a gap down, and then it's going to go for a short squeeze into this gap fill. And as long as it's trading here, I would not take any kind of decision. I would wait for a lot of price confirmation. So what that means is that I'm going to look for the price. So I would not trade it if I was to trade DAX. I would not trade it. I would let the price bleed lower, and then I would wait for a pullback to get a tighter on the retest, to get a tighter stop on the retest, and that would be my future entry for it. So I hope this helps. And now we're going to go to our regular programming, and we're going to start our analysis for the trading session today, and we're going to focus on the futures indices right now. All right, good. Just I'm changing the screen, so it should be ready in 3, 2, 1. Okay, it should be ready any second now. Just give me, okay, here it is. All right, so we're starting off the day with, I would say, a little bit to the downside, not necessarily incredibly bearish, but we are trading into a little bit of red. The Dow is down 0.40%, 100 points to the downside. We're having the S&P, which is down about 11 points. 0.36% to the downside. So far it's in balance with the Dow. We're having NASDAQ, which is down about 50 points right now, 0.45%. Again, very nice balance. So nothing that is divergent so far. And Russell the same. So we don't have any divergency so far on the charts in terms of relative strength or weakness. So we have a really nice symmetry that is going on right now. We're going to take a look at the structure in just a little bit. So gold, again, very volatile. If I am definitely staying away from gold. I noticed last night that it had a really nice breakout that happened right into 6 o'clock, 6 to 8 o'clock, 6 to 7 o'clock. And it pushed higher. I had a profit target on it of 1968. I posted this on the public Twitter feed that we have. It's twitter.com/TradeOutLoud. And I've been receiving a lot of direct messages on Twitter asking me about the projected target. And our projected target was 1968. And you could go there and verify it. It was the time that I posted this was actually, I think it was about 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock or so. So it was at the time of the trigger. So you can see that right now gold has found support right into the 2011 all-time highs. And obviously this big volatility that spiked. I mean, this is a huge move. We're talking about over $70 move, $74, $75 move. This is a $75 move. Remember that there are a lot of people that made money, but there are a lot of people that lost their accounts right here in this volatility. So the same thing happened with silver. Uh, Gold, like I said, to me, it needs to prove a little bit more. And it being so volatile, you need to apply really wide stops. There's also a mini available. There's also micro available along with the full size contract. So it's all up to you. But the way I see it right now, I would go for a bigger structure. You could see here that there was a big wash and there was a retest to the 20 SMA. We haven't had this retest to the 20 SMA in a very long time because we have literally followed, just give it a little bit more time. We have followed the power trend onto the 10 exponential moving average. You can see the moving averages are fanning out. This is a sign of strength right here. So we're back over those 2011 all-time highs right here. So obviously this is the all-time high into the 1974.7. I would not consider trading gold today. To me, it's very volatile. It has a super wide stop. It has a $40 stop right now. So to me, it's not going to be an option. Any kind of smaller time frame is going to put it into under a lot of pressure, and you may get a lot of chop from those and a lot of stop outs, right? Chop equals stop outs. Oil, and we're going to take a look at the structure a little bit just in a few seconds. So oil still trading into support and resistance area. We saw yesterday a little bit of spike right above our bullish above area for a potential buy swing, and it's still very, very choppy. Don't forget that tomorrow we have the oil inventory numbers, and definitely this is going to create a little bit of either a break to the upside, or if it's going to stay in the same range, I have no interest in trading it. So I do not have any kind of position in oil right now. It's very volatile. I found that most of these commodities are incredibly volatile. Before we continue to this chart structure right now, I just want to bring attention to 10 o'clock, which is going to be in about 40 minutes from now. We do have some news that is coming out. It's coming out at the first reversal time in the market. And we have the CB consumer confidence, and we also have the Richmond manufacturing index. So keep in mind, this is coming at 10 o'clock reversal time. So again, a lot of things can happen around that time. So we're going to see. Definitely yesterday, we saw like a big impulse that came out right off the gates that created the pressure to the upside into the indices. All right, going to switch the screens again. And this is because we're going to go to the chart structure right now. Okay, so we're probably going to see it in 3, 2, okay, 1. Here we go. All right, these are the parameters for the trading session today. We're going to be bullish above once again in NASDAQ over the 10,690 to 700 once again. This is going to be the bullish above area. We want to see the price advance, and we want to see the price trade above these moving averages right now. Currently, the price is trading below the 10 EMA and the 20 SMA, and it's also trading into the left-hand side chop, which is creating a lot of resistance for price. So we had the price that was revisiting this prior pivot high, and this was from 2 weeks ago. And we're having a very sloppy pattern. So this was the nice price advance. This was the pullback. And then we decided to come back and test and retest actually 2 support zones. I am not bearish yet on this pattern. So for me, the day is going to start incredibly neutral. And I will be waiting for price evidence. Current support is 10,600. So it's pretty much the area that we had yesterday for the breakout. So it's very interesting that now we're looking at this support area, and which yesterday was the breakout area. So we're going to be looking for again 600 level to hold. We have quite some I would say not as many support zones, but we do have enough support here for the price to start rotating to the upside. And like I said, I would like to see the price trade over 700 area. So definitely over 90, between 90 and 700. 700 for me would be with confirmation for higher in order to advance higher. And we're going to be looking for a profit target into the 750. So you can write these down. We're looking for 750. We're looking back into the 760 and back into the 766.5. Other than that, we're gonna do like baby steps as the progression for this progression higher, and then we're hitting back this heavy duty resistance that is deriving from a prior pivot low. It's actually from 3 days of trading activity into the spot, and this is going, like I said, this is going to be the doozy for price action. So this is going to be a little bit harder to break. But once we break above this, and if we break above this, then we're going to have our within this very sloppy context, very sloppy range context, because this is nothing else but a very sloppy range, and this is very difficult to trade. Once we get and snap above this, then we're going to start getting back into this caution zone where the first target is obviously going to be into the 850, 870 to 880, and then we're going to start propelling higher. If at any point this week the price is going to get into the 10,939.55, this is where the high velocity is going to start, and we're going to see the price evidence. We're going to see price that is definitely evidently going to visit this prior high into the 11,050. So this is going to be progression. If we are going to see the price at 10,700, this would actually mean that the price is establishing the first higher low compared to the low that it established into Friday's trading session, and it would be constructive for this chart pattern. Now, don't forget, this is still a range, and we're trying to find setups within this range, which is going to be very difficult. We're going to move along into the Dow. So Dow as well, I'm going to zoom it in a little bit here so we can see the structure. You can see that we're still trading into a very sideways range. We have a lot of support into the 26,200 right here into this spot from this pivot low from Friday. And we do have resistance all the way into these highs of 27,069. Now, in between, we're meandering. Yesterday, we got a little bit of lift with a continuation higher into the end of the day. And by the way, yesterday I did have a couple of trades into YM. First trade was break even. The second trade, break even. Basically, I took profits into target one. And because we have achieved the 500 level, so we took profits into this target one. So we had a little bit of blast to the upside right here. And then we faded, and then I tried to hit it again to the long side. And then the other one was a stop, but it was a very small stop. The trade was executed with half the risk. So it was very, very small compared to our winner in NASDAQ. So we had, again, the pullback into the end of the trading session, and we ramped up into the last 30 minutes of the day and blasting higher. So we had the continuation exactly into the, and by the way, these are the levels that we had from yesterday's trading session. So we haven't made any kind of changes other than this. Definitely, we're going to look for the area, the 26,500 to be bullish above. And in the meantime, the price is going to have a very hard time pushing higher. So we're going to have a very neutral approach to it from the trading session today, because we're sitting on support. We're sitting on the first level of support, second level of support, and pretty much third level of support that we have it right here. And this is just a temporary support that we have from yesterday's trading session that was tested not too long ago, about a couple of hours ago, was created a new low right here for the trading session today. And you can see that we had a high, we had a low. So we're going to have to wait for the New York trading session to see what kind of range is it going to establish. But overall, I'm going to be bullish over 26,500. And we're going to look for a continuation into the 600 level. This is going to be take profits, at least partial profits, the majority of trade off the table, and then keep a very small position still active for a further continuation higher back into the 700. So for today, guys, I want to emphasize that I'm very neutral. So I'm going to be extremely cautious on the trading day today. So it's going to be, again, a very difficult trading day. We're going to have to focus into the first 30 minutes. We're going to have to focus into 10 o'clock reversal. We also get news at that point. And we're also going to probably the are going to start setting up into the 10:30 prime time trigger time. We're going to see. So we're going to have to wait for a lot of confirmation. Smaller time frames are total junk right now, so I would not even attempt to go into any kind of scout mode right now because everything is just very, 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 very choppy. So the M&E S&P is going to be bullish above 32.36, and it's going to have room to escape into the 32.47. The next stage is going to be into the 32.60 area where we do have quite a bit of resistance all the way into the 66, and then from 66 to 73.84. And then as you can see here, we have a high velocity zone that is going to come over 32.88. If we should get there sometimes this week. That is going to be the area. We have two levels of support, two shelves actually. We have one at 31.87 and at 32.08. This is from yesterday's trading session, from the New York trading session, and this is from the overnight trading session also yesterday. So we're definitely going to want to see the price try to grind above these moving averages in order to start pushing a little bit higher. All right, so let's get into Russell. Russell was yesterday my least favorite index, and like all the other indices, it decided to start rallying into the second half of the day, into the PM session. So right now it's sitting on support. We do have support at 1470. We do have a little bit of resistance into the 1480. So we definitely need to see the price over 80. The bullish above area is going to be over 1483 to 1484. This is going to be the bullish above area. And don't forget one thing, right? You can see it right here with the red line and with the green line. This is nothing else but a super wide, sloppy, messy type of range. The bigger velocity you are going to see, well, it's going to start over 1496 and 1507. This is going to be the bigger image that we're going to look for a further projection higher with confirmation. So we're going to be bullish above, definitely extraordinary bullish above 1507. No questions asked. Shorting is not going to be an option. And we're going to look for definitely continuation higher. But as long as the price is trading in between this support and this resistance, even day trading is going to be very treacherous. However, if you're looking for a trade, it's definitely look for the area 1483 to be tested. Other than that, you do not have price evidence for continuation higher. You need to see the price into the spot in order to continue higher. All right, let's take a look at gold and see how gold is shaping up for the trading session today. Gold, like I said, it had this really nice mini breakout type of pattern right here, and it broke out, and then you could see that the pullback came. So this bar came crashing back down exactly to this 2011 highs. And it stayed here for about 3 hours, and then it decided to crash again. So this was just eliminating of all the trail stops that were in its way. I don't know if this is going to try to make way for new development to the upside, but it's very interesting that if throughout the trading session today, we're not going to have any kind of decision points, we pretty much have a range that we can act on into tomorrow's trading session. So that is definitely going to leave a doji onto the daily chart. So if you go to your daily charts, not going to go right now, but if you go to your daily charts, you're definitely going to see that we have a high, we have a low, and the price is trading right smack in the middle. So we're going to have, we're going to be obviously bullish above, and as the more we're going to start trading above this 1950 zone, we're going to start being more bullish. And we're going to be in a pullback phase from 1899. That can take the price back to 1880 or 1850, or the next spot that I would prefer into the 1823. Like I said, I have no interest in trading gold, day trading it, or swing trading it. Last but not least, oil. Now remember, oil inventory numbers are going to be out tomorrow. It's still out in the clear. Very choppy pattern, very messy pattern. I am not in any kind of, I do not have any kind of interest in any kind of day trade or any kind of swing trade at this current spot. It's definitely looking bullish above the purple line, the 4167 to 4180 area. It has tested that area. It has done quite a few closes above that line, but so far I don't see any price evidence that will be conducive for us for a continuation higher or lower at this point. And this is it for today's pre-market game plan. I wish you guys have a really great, those of you on YouTube, I wish you have a great rest of the day. Definitely trade very cautiously as we're heading tomorrow into the FOMC meeting. And that is that's one of the reasons why the price is under a lot of pressure. Plus, this is a huge week for earnings. I mentioned some of the earnings that are coming out today and going into tomorrow and this week. So there are going to be a lot of fundamentals. There's going to be a lot of news events that are definitely going to create an extremely volatile market. As with any volatile market, I want to highlight again that number one, you need to use half of your position size. You can do whatever you want. This is my advice to you. And this is what I do for my account. I use half of my position size. And don't forget to position size properly for your trades. Okay. So this is it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow for a new round of the pre-market game plan. Enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you for being here.